Hi guys, welcome back, welcome in, welcome to our new moon in Virgo partial solar eclipse reading. We're going to tap into the energy and see what we're solidifying. We have been working so hard in this month-long period from about August 23rd. I think that's when the last eclipse that we had, this window. And also we have two back-to-back new moons in Virgo. The last new moon that we had, again, towards the end of August, was also in Virgo, which is kind of unheard of. So we have some really powerful, transformative, life-changing energies that we can work with right now. So we're just going to tap in and see what we can grab hold of, what's coming in for us, what life we are solidifying. How about that? Because it's really important for us to focus on what we want, the shift that we want to make, not where we're coming from, not where we are right now, not where we used to be, none of that. We need to focus on where we want to be, where we're going, and where we are. For a lot of us, that's going to be speaking in the present tense. I am, I have, I can, I do, all of these things. Not I want, I wish. All right, let's go ahead and jump in with the cards. Oh, before we do though, we're going to be using our singing bowl to further clear, we've got our smoke going, but further clear any lingering energy that needs to be cleared, to connect to each other as a collective, and then as a collective directly to spirit, so we can get a really nice, clear, concise message today. If you would like to use this time to call on any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light that you would like to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so now. The more, the merrier. All right, guys, now let's get into it. Okay, Spirit, speak to me and through me to the collective. What energies, what life are we solidifying after this new moon eclipse energy? Okay, a lot is happening. What the hell? Okay. Yes, after we leave this, a life of peace, a life of stability, a life of bills on autopay, doing what needs to be done to really have a stable home life, a stable 3D physical life. This person has a very nice car. They have a whole kingdom. They have a very large pentacle here, along with chests full of pentacles all over the place. They have assets. Very successful business person. This is what we are no longer focusing on. We're not going to keep talking about what we need to leave behind, what we have left behind, what we're considering, contemplating, any and all of those things leaving behind, because it's not helpful at this point. It's just creating more chaos and confusion. If this is an environment that you find yourself in a lot, there's kind of no more space for it, like going back and forth. Oh, do I need to leave this behind? Is this still, so I don't know, whatever it is, it feels like whatever the debate is, there isn't a question anymore. You need to leave it behind to have more of what you really want. This is a settling energy. Yeah, this is a great, at one point, this person was really invested in all of these cups. It was literally a dream come true for them. It was absolutely everything they could dream of. And then it just, you outgrow things, you change as a person, you expand, you evolve, and what is around you needs to change and reflect that expansion. But it can't if you're holding on too tightly, especially if it's competitive and needing to always be on your toes, on your guard. There's a more peaceful, more stable, quiet maybe not even quiet. 2 5s, 5 5. That's not surprising. We are in a huge, huge, huge shift into a completely different reality for a lot of people. That does not happen without a lot of things coming to an end, a lot of things shifting, a lot of things changing. And when that does start to happen, the people who don't want change, the people who like things the way that they are, they want other people around them to stay small. They want them to stay in this like self-destructive, chaotic, combative space. But it's not for your own good, it's for their own good. And it's not even for their own good, because that doesn't help anybody. Like, just because misery loves company, it doesn't help anybody. It does them more good for you to move on and find your own stability, find your light, find the parts of you that shine so bright, the parts of you that you've healed, the parts of you that you've discovered. Yeah, there's not time for indecisiveness. There's not time for stagnancy. There's not time. This water is very still. If you look, this water is moving because she's pouring in it. This water looks quite still as well, but it is a river, so that indicates that it will be moving, because most rivers, creeks don't stand stagnant. But this is stagnant water. This is stagnant water. Standing, whatever you want to call it. There's not time for that. Nothing grows there. Nothing good dwells there. It just breeds algae and bacteria and bugs and all of the gross things, right? That's any body of standing water. So you don't want to be in a state of indecision, especially if what's in question makes you feel crazy, makes you question your sanity. What am I doing here? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this really like the experience I signed up for? It doesn't have to be. It is because that's what you want it to be. You have a choice. You can make a decision and come out of this stagnancy and this indecisiveness. If you haven't already made a decision, the time is now. This new moon is tomorrow. So maybe use tonight to really, really focus on what you want your life to be day to day. If you could do anything, what would it be? Have any stream of income, any dream for any and every aspect of your life, whether that's love, family, travel, career, any and all of the things. Encompass all of it. But you have to decide, because the stagnancy is not, it doesn't suit you. It doesn't suit this energy of overflow, this energy of flow. You need moving, like lazy river energy, getting in a little floaty and just being able to relax, and it's taking you to your destination, whatever your destination. It could just be a loop, an endless loop until you decide to get off. It could be point A to point B, but the goal should be, the focus should be overflow and abundance. There's enough to go around. There's enough to share and to spare. There's enough love. There's enough care. There's enough empathy to go around. There are enough resources to go around. Stagnancy is not an actual thing. It's made up, just like a lot of other shit in this world. This being one of them. Money, assets, all of that being one of them. I understand it's part of this. It's part of what we're doing. And that's really important. I feel like this period of time, the recognizing, the understanding, okay, if other people can have it, so can I. And when I do have it, I'm going to do something different with it. I'm going to help. I'm going to heal. I'm going to overflow. I'm going to pour so much love into my community, into myself specifically, that it has no choice but to overflow and create life around it. Yeah, you can't stay in this state forever either. The blood's going to rush to your head. It's going to get uncomfortable. You're going to be, you can't stay like that forever, just like you can't stay in stagnant water forever. You will rot. Don't do it. All right, let's do some tea leaf. Well, my son was messing with these earlier and sorted them all out, so shuffling should be interesting. Let's just do this a little bit real quick. Sorry, I should have done this before, but I completely forgot that he did this morning. Like the first thing we did this morning was sort all these cards out, find all the months. Okay, that should be good. We'll see. Happiness, the first card out. Fire. Strong emotion, passionate love, hate. We're letting go of the hate part of it. So passionate love, poured into all things. Do all things with fire and vigor and passion. Hey. Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. Four-leaf clover, great good fortune. And Lily, spiritual love. Wow, with the Ace of Cups. Yes, your cups are overflowing. If you've been single for a really long time, or if you haven't had the best luck in relationships, your cups will be overflowing. Your cups runneth over. Oh wow, wealth and love. You will have both. But first you have to leave this all the way in the past. Don't think about it anymore. If you've left a job, if you've left a situation, a person, a community, what's the word I'm looking for? Institution, thank you, of some sort, school. Patriarchal structure is what I'm getting though. I don't know why I'm still shuffling these. I feel like that's enough. Let's see what else is here for this new moon in Virgo eclipse that we're having. What life are we solidifying? A life of wealth, a life of love, spiritual love, passionate love. Ooh. Foraging and coven. Yes, your community is going to be really important for you, but I feel like you know that, and it always has been and it always will be. The people that you love and care about are always at the forefront of your mind. What the hell? Oh, okay. It's not the same. What the hell? I just found not half the deck, but a lot of cards over there. What the hell? Damn, none of these cards were in the deck when I shuffled. That's rude. Whatever. I guess that was meant to happen. So we have a very specific reading. Okay. What else is here, Spirit? What life are we solidifying as we walk through this new moon energy? Lady, child on the bottom of the deck. If you are a masculine, you could be coming into contact with your divine feminine, expanding your family. Tree of life here, roots, leaves, branches, all of it, everything that comes with putting down roots, expanding your family. You could be proposing to someone. If you are a divine feminine, you could be going from this kind of Cinderella energy into the Empress, someone who is very wealthy, someone who's very loved, someone who is very full, overflowing. You could be getting pregnant, again, expanding your family, twins. You could already have 2 kids. But this is having a protector, someone who genuinely really loves you, cares about you, wants to keep you safe, wants to keep you free in all of the things. Loved. Oh, child on the bottom of the deck again. Someone who is fiercely protective. This could be not only you, but your children. Where's my other deck? There it is. What the heck? Okay. We're going to read about foraging in just a sec. It's very sweet imagery, though. This is the Seasons of the Witch Mabon, which is tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I'll be doing a reading for that as well. I'll do several of these cards. Yeah. I just really like being here in this energy and checking in with you guys. It makes me feel good too. The Priest. Perspective. That's not what that says. Perseverance. Faith. What else is here? We'll read about this from the book that came with it as well. This is a Citadel deck. It's fairly new to me, so I don't know all of the messages, or really any of them, but the Mascari, hiding your true self, projection, the Sleeper, cause and effect, clarity. We have the Air on the bottom of the deck, unseen potential, hesitation. I feel like that could be you. I don't. You might be hesitant because you don't have a safety net. You can't see where you're going. You don't know what's on the other side. But that's where the faith kicks in and the knowing. It's not even about faith at this point. It's about knowing. Knowing what you want, knowing what you're going to get, knowing what you're going to have. Because you're literally the one creating it. So it's very specific to you. Because it's yours. It's your story. Let's read about the Priest. Priest. 78. Page number 78. Okay. Silence fills the temple, warm and welcoming in its perfect hush. The priest turns their face to the sunlight, waiting for the gathering of the faithful. No matter what challenges are in the priest's life outside of these walls, there is hope to be found in every challenging situation. They just need the courage to persevere and will that hope into existence. And will that hope into existence. A difficult challenge has come and gone, and in its place is the promise of a new dawn. Oh, I feel like that's this. A difficult challenge has come and gone, and in its place is the promise of a new dawn. Oh. Within you is everything that you need to bring about your happiness. You are resilient, and every tragedy brings an important lesson. Have faith, and you will be rewarded. Beautiful. All right, the Sleeper and the Mascari. Mascarari. That's page 130. Let's read about that because I found that one first. So may as well. Okay. Down a quiet side street, hidden in the twisted back roads of the Citadel, a shop waits for its next curious visitor. Thousands of faces line the walls, masks in every shape, and form and color. At their center, their creator, wizened hands painting rouge on the cheeks of their next masterpiece. The Masquerari, I wish I could read, has made so many masks. I can read, actually, thank you very much. Has made so many masks that they do not remember who they were when they first opened this shop. Each one is an expression of their spirit, their creative heart, and each one is made by chipping away little pieces of themselves to sell to the next customer. Damn. Don't let your art do that to you. We need to be giving of ourselves, but not in a detrimental way, not in a way that depletes. I feel like you have an unlimited well of creativity, fountain of youth, all of the things. You're overflowing. We all wear different masks to appease the people around us, at work, with friends, in front of family. Each mask is a part of ourselves we think is appropriate in the moment, but by being so concerned about others' opinions, you can lose sight of your true self. Stop changing to fit public expectations. It's time to work out who you are and what you want your life to be. Who is your genuine self? Let yourself be vulnerable and show others the real you. That's really the only way that you can attract what you're looking for in the life that you want. If you're putting on a front, if you're showing people what you think they want to see and not who you actually are, it's hard for them to identify if you're someone that they can like resonate with or not. It's also hard for people who do share your same ideals and your same whatever. It doesn't have to be identical, right? We should be having like diverse people in our lives, not just echo chambers of sameness. Nobody, that's not good for, again, growth and for expansion. But finding people who at least we have to resonate, right, with people. We don't have to think exactly the same. We don't have to look exactly the same. We don't have to be, operate, speak, whatever, exactly the same. But we have to have a basic level of like core goodness, right? That compass kind of has to match up. People can't find you though if you're hiding, if you're projecting, if you're masking, if you're not showing up as your true authentic self. It's hard for people to love you in that way. And I feel like you're so lovable, overflowing. The sleeper. Let's read about that. Cause and effect. There it is. Locked away in their tower, the sleeper is fated not to live under the sun. Oh. But instead embrace the shadows and live a life of clairvoyant dreams. Huh. While their sibling, the waker, holds the knowledge of the daytime world, the sleeper lives in a world of visions, untangling ohms, yet blind to the truth of the true world. They speak only in prophecies based on what they see in their dreams without ever having to face the repercussions. Past decisions that you have made are starting to have an effect, and whatever they were made for, and whether they were made for right or wrong, please, and whether they were made for the right or wrong reasons, it's too late to change them now. It's hard to admit when you are at fault, so learn what you can from this situation. Next time, you can make a better choice rather than repeating the same errors. Is that what you're scared of in this? Making this decision, leaving this bullshit behind because you've had to do it so many times and you're scared that it's going to lead you down the same path that it always has? I feel like this time you're going to make different choices. You're not going to fall back into old patterns. You're not going to fall back into thought processes. Thought processes. Is that the right? Yeah. Why not? Authenticity, hidden talents. I feel like we heard that somewhere else. Oh, on the bottom of the deck, wasn't it? Bottom of this deck. Untapped potential, is that what it said? Unseen potential, hesitation. And this is hidden talents. Okay. Acting upon your uniqueness, effort. Your higher self chose this card because sometimes you need to go out looking for food, even though the grocery store is just down the road. Although the store is convenient, Your life dish may require an ingredient the store can't offer, or perhaps your soul is seeking a more authentic flavor experience that is unique to you. The foraging card has found you because it's time to get up, go out into the world, and discover all that is waiting for you to pick up and put inside your basket. It's tempting to take the easier road, but that path is crowded with hordes of people attempting to do the same. They look the same, they do the same things, and are ultimately lost in a sea of conformity, ordinariness. Yeah, baby. What? Sorry about that. It's a sea of conformity and ordinariness, nothing that stands out from the crowd. By taking the road less traveled, you could stumble upon an undiscovered patch of greatness. What makes you unconventional, strange, or completely different? You may not think being eccentric is a strength, but your quirks are what set you apart from everyone else. Receiving this card is an opportunity to discover and embrace your hidden talents and act on them. Perhaps you feel like you have nothing special to offer, but you most certainly do. Truffles are one of the world's most coveted and expensive foods, yet they are notoriously difficult to find. They are always at the base of a tree and generally buried below the soil, hidden from the naked eye. What makes you unique is just the same. You may need to dig deeper. It, and you may need to dig deeper. It may require significant effort, but what you'll discover will be worth its weight in gold. Mm. You definitely have something untapped, some potential you need to tap into. That's exciting. I mean, what more could you want but talents that you have yet to discover that I feel like are going to bring a life of wealth, a life of luxury, great luck, deep, deep, passionate love. Showing people the real you, showing up as your true, authentic self, and then being met with that from other people, falling in love with those people, growing, exploring, building, flowing with those people. It's all really brilliant and bright. So if you've been hesitant to make a decision, or if you've been questioning if you've made the right one, you have. What more could you want but wealth and love and health and beauty, right? And that's what it is. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you all so very much, and I will see you next time. Bye.